Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A request came on the channel to talk about the Malik bin Dinar Mosque in India, which is located in one of the provinces of India called Kerala, or some local people call it Keralam or Kerala. So the question comes in that the mosque Malik bin Dinar, what is the history behind it? And what are some of the things that make that history a little bit confusing? So, Malik bin Dinar, as I started doing some research on the internet, I found that some people who are from that region, they believe that Malik bin Dinar was a companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he is one of those people who came from Arabia to Kerala and established a mosque or built a mosque. Well, the thing is this, that Malik bin Dinar is not a companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In fact, there is no companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam who is called Malik the son of Dinar. Malik the son of Dinar, or Malik bin Dinar, that the name that we know of, is a tabi'i, a student of a companion. He was a son of a slave, and he was in the times of some of the companions who were children at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, like Anas ibn Malik. So Malik bin Dinar actually learned from a companion like Anas bin Malik, and Anas bin Malik was just a child when Prophet ﷺ passed away. So Malik bin Dinar met one of the companions that we know of as found in the books, like the Thiqat written by Ibn Hibban, and Tarikh al-Damashq is also another one, and some other books. And also, he learned from a very famous tabi'i, Hassan al-Basri, who was actually born in Medina but migrated to Basra during the time of Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu. And he was born during the times of Sayyidina Umar radiallahu anhu, most probably, Hassan al-Basri. So, Hassan al-Basri is also a tabi'i. Malik bin Dinar is also a tabi'i who learned from a companion, and a majority of his teachers were from the tabi'in, the students of the companion. Malik bin Dinar was born in Kufa, which is in modern-day Iraq. Now, Malik bin Dinar Mosque, as I found some information on the internet about this particular mosque being built, the year is 642 CE. And Malik bin Dinar passed away, according to some people, 744, and some people 745, some 747, some 748, some 749. There are different dates of his death, but it's all between 744 and 749. So how is it possible that he would have built a mosque somewhere around 103 through 106 years or 7 years before he passed away? He never lived that long to have reached the age of 140 or 150 years old, and he wasn't a companion either. So the numbers don't add up. He could not by any way have built a mosque in 642. The mosque might have been built by somebody, or might have been built after Malik bin Dinar, or Malik bin Dinar might have visited Kerala. There is no evidence in particular that I found, other than some stories that were written by people, that Malik bin Dinar traveled along with some other people to Kerala to spread Islam, and through his hard work and the hard work of some other shuyukh, Islam spread in Kerala in the 700s, because he could not have done it in the mid 600s, because he probably was not even born at that time. It has to be in 700s if he came to Kerala, if he did, because there is a difference of opinion on that. Also, Malik bin Dinar led a very simple life. Very, very simple life. And if you start looking into his life history, I don't know, he might have traveled out of Iraq through the sea all the way to Kerala. There there are stories that he was in Kerala. He's actually buried in Kerala. But on the contrary, there are also stories which say that he was born and he died in Kufa, Iraq. So there's a difference of opinion. I know you probably may not like what I'm about to tell you, or I'm telling you because you have heard it all your life, especially those people who are from South India, from the Kerala or the Kerala region. But my job as a researcher is to research and bring to you what I find in the books. I do not make this up. I am presenting to you what I found. Maybe there is a possibility he might have moved out of Iraq later in his life, would have come to Kerala, but it cannot be in 600s. The mosque could not have been built by him in 642 because he was not even born then. If the mosque was built in 642, then might have been built by somebody else. And when Malik bin Dinar would have visited Kerala, if he did visit Kerala, they might have changed the name of the mosque and it would have honored the mosque by giving his name to the name of the mosque as the Mosque of Malik bin Dinar. Or it's quite possible that he never came to Kerala and maybe his students came to Kerala to spread the message of Islam. And maybe Kerala was one of those regions there where Islam already reached but didn't strengthen. And students of Malik bin Dinar would have come over here to strengthen and spread it further. And in the honor of their sheikh, they would have named this mosque Malik bin Dinar Mosque. Or it's quite possible his students or his offsprings, his children might have built that in Kerala. There are so many possibilities, but again, there are no concrete evidences to show that he came in 600s. Or if he came, I was not able to find evidences of his traveling either, because he being a Sufi sheikh, a muhaddis, a alim, a scholar, I was not able to find any evidence of his expeditions outside of the region of Iraq or Arabian Peninsula into the foreign lands. So if you know of any concrete evidences, please share it with us in the comment section below. This should not be from Wikipedia, because Wikipedia in the research work cannot be used as a source. Because Wikipedia, what is a wiki? First of all, please understand. Wiki versus a blog. An author writes a blog, and you can see the name of the author. You can see the date when the blog was written. Forum, on the other hand, is a conversation between people where you can see the name of the person who's writing it and also the date on it. But wiki, on the other hand, is a piece of information that is put together by several people. There are several contributors to that. And you do not know the name of any of the contributor as to within this paragraph who wrote what sentence. There is no record, at least the user. You do not know the credentials of the people who are putting this article together. On the contrary, if you go to a news website or an article, you can see the name of the author and you can read about that author to see what their credentials is on this subject matter and how trustworthy they are on this subject matter. On the other hand, the Wikipedia, anybody can write anything on Wikipedia and can cite some sources. However, you do not know the credentials of the person. So when we're talking about research work, literary work, Wikipedia cannot be used as a source to cite. So please keep that in mind. Do not read things up on Wikipedia and start quoting them as a research work. Maybe those sources that are listed at the bottom, you would want to open, you would want to go and read those books yourself on the pages listed, and then you can come to the conclusion that yes, this was found in some credible sources, some published sources. Again, historical evidences could vary because it's history and could be written in different ways by different people, depending on their exposure, depending on their circumstances. So you have to keep all of those things in mind. Word of mouth not always makes it credible either, because there are so many rumors that also get spread around. For example, we talked about a couple people from the Indian peninsula who are believed by a lot of the people to be companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but according to majority of the ulama and the historians who did research on the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, have clearly rejected these people, like it be Sarbatak or it be Ratan Hindi. Even though Rataniyat is a book associated with him, that book is also completely disregarded by the scholars. So you have to be very careful when you are quoting things, when you're talking about things. You have to be very, very particular, specific, because we're not living in the old times where anybody could just stand up and say whatever they want to say. Things have to be backed up some credible sources. If you're talking about research work, if it's a word of mouth, if it's a family talk, it's just like an everyday conversation, that's a different deal. But if you're talking, because we are here on this channel not to just put you through some information without any concrete evidence. This is not one of those channels where we would do that. In fact, we would want to research things and bring to you. And if we come across anything that we have talked about, that we have found more resources on, or we got more insights into it, we will come back to you. Like, for example, we talked about the Roman attack on Yemen and how it was unsuccessful. When you guys came back to me and asked a lot of questions, well, we did another video on that subject matter, and a lot of you watched it, and a lot of you were maybe the notifications were not coming to you. One reason or the other, a lot of people didn't watch it either. I don't know. You got to tell me if you're getting the notifications of all the videos or not, because I see that for some videos, I see that a lot of people are able to watch it, but the others, I noticed that not very many people are watching it. Is it because of the subject matter, or is it because you're not getting notification? You let me know in the comment section below as to what's going on. And there are some videos which I am only releasing on the YouTube channel. So if you are watching me on TikTok only, I want you to visit the YouTube channel to watch those videos that are not getting released on TikTok. So you know where to look for me. It's Thinking Muslim, and look for me because there's another channel, The Thinking Muslim, which is a much larger channel based of the UK, and this is just Thinking Muslim. And we are in the process of brainstorming to maybe come up with a different name, but we have not been able to find a good name yet. So if we do that, and if that name is not already taken, we will probably may pursue that direction of changing the channel's name to that before it becomes a little bit more confusing. But we are working on it, rest assured. So anyway, that was our research about that Kerala mosque associated with Malik bin Dinar. And as far as the king of Kerala is concerned, who has been talked about to have seen the split of the moon, inshallah, we will be talking about that as well. We are in the process of doing a little bit more research on it. Yes, that story we have heard, I have read, but I want to be looking at some other angles of that story as well through some more sources. So that research may take a little bit of time as I'm still going through the sources. Now, there are 3 sets of sources that I've come across as far as the king of Kerala is concerned. So I'm analyzing them for now. So anyway, we'll talk to you next time. Till then, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please help us spread the word out to the other people as well. And please support us in this. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum.